Hey, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Bree and you're watching Blossom with Bree. So I'm not going to talk about anything too serious this go around, mostly because I'm just getting over sickness and I'm not really feeling up to it. But I did notice that everybody that subscribes to me, everybody that is subscribed to me on YouTube, I know personally. And I haven't actually talked to you on an individual basis like in a minute. So I just thought for this week, I can just talk about what's been on my mind, what I've been up to. And, you know, if you guys are ever free, just give me a call, send me a DM, and we can catch up. But yeah, what better way to reach out to all of you than in video form? So here we are. So what have I been up to? Like, honestly, like, I've been going through it, as y'all can tell from my last videos, but like, it's not anything serious at the moment. It's mostly just, you know, being an adult and shit, which is like, you know, it kind of sucks. You know, you have to wake up in the morning every day, go to work, and sometimes you just want to jump out of bed and just casually walk out to the middle of the street and get hit by a car. You don't want to die or anything, just going to a coma. Like, not on like some suicidal shit. But yeah, that's pretty much, which is sad. I don't feel like adulthood should be that depressing, but you know, it is what it is right now. It's just hard, that transition from, you know, like being a kid to, you know, just having responsibilities and like, you know, trying to get your shit together. So, and you know, it's kind of weird. And it's also weird because our generation is in this transitional type of phase when it comes to just the age. Like, we're in the age of Aquarius now, so our parents and our grandparents can't really relate to what we're going through. So yeah, that's weird, because like, you know, the age of Aquarius, that's going to be like the sign of freedom, expansion, thinking more abstract, is more humanitarian, more conscious, more just aware. It is weird because they talk shit about us too, because we actually demonstrate those tendencies, like those energies, that Aquarian energy, and they call us like, what the fuck is wrong with millennials? And I don't understand, like, why they act this way. Why are they so sensitive? And I'm like, I don't really think, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people out here who are overly sensitive for the most part. I feel like we're just more aware, more conscious of like ourselves, and then like also our environment as well. And they're kind of just like, you know, be on autopilot mode like us, like, let's just get shit done. And I'm like, I mean, well, personally for me, I'm just like, I can't be that way, you know? Like, I'm always fucking aware. I'm always trying to figure out like what's going on with me. And I think it's kind of cool at the same time. And I think like our generation and then like the generations after us, we are gonna be so much more advanced, both spiritually, mentally, all that shit, compared to like our parents and our grandparents, because we're working on ourselves right now. Like, self-care is like a thing now, which is crazy. Like, wow. I think it's also interesting how now that we're in like this new era, how there's so many more ways to make money, so many ways to actually live your life, that, you know, you have to make a choice. Like, am I gonna live the life that my parents lived, or am I gonna live a life that's different? You know, that's something that's more in line with like this new, I don't want to say new age, but like this new era, which is like what I said, the era of Aquarius. So, you know, you have the option, like, I can have this 9-to-5 life, I can get my degree, you know, get that 9-to-5, get married, you know, work until I can retire and then die. Or you can actually, you know, go out and start your own business. It's kind of like, what was it? Like the gold rush. It's similar to that. Like, you can either stay in the colonies, or you can actually go out to the West and try to find gold and settle down out there. And, you know, you're taking a risk in a sense, because you're going out into the unknown. You're trying to kind of find yourself out there, kind of find your own goals, make your money and then settle down, and there's no direct path when you go out into the West. I hope I'm making sense. I'm just talking like what's coming in my head right now, if that makes sense. Like, it's like off the top of my head. Yeah, so I feel like recently I had to make that choice, which was hard for me. Because originally I'm like, you know what? It's like growing up, I'm like, I'm just gonna follow the path that everybody else follows, Get that 9 to 5, just live that average life. And now I'm kind of, deep down, I know that I can't do that shit. Like, I can't. I would go fucking insane doing that. And I commend everybody who makes that choice. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. It's great. Like, you actually know what lies ahead of you, and like what's gonna come next, and what kind of struggles you may face for the most part. But when you actually grow out into that great frontier, I'm gonna keep calling that the great frontier, you don't fucking know what's coming. Like, you don't fucking know like what may harm you, what could attack you, where the fucking gold is. And it's scary, but at the same time it's exciting. And I think that's something that I value, is that freedom and that excitement. So that's kind of been where I am when it comes to that. And that was really hard for me, honestly. Like, I was writing a lot about that in my journal, and I was also talking to my friend Minda about it as well. And it's good to have that support from your friends. So I really appreciate that. In terms of like the great frontier, I feel like our version of the West in this period of time, like that would be the internet, if that makes sense. Because the rise of the internet, it like rose so freaking quick if you think about it. Like, the internet, what was it, invented in like the 80s or some shit? I don't fucking know. Like, do your research or some shit like that. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't created that long ago. And look at us now. Like, there's a whole industry out there. Like, there's so much money to be made on the internet. And I feel like the generations after us, like not ours, but the one before that's still in high school, and then like the ones in middle school, like they got that shit down packed. Like, they know where the fucking money is, and they can make that money. That's why you have like little 7 and 8 year olds like getting millions of views on YouTube just fucking playing with their toys. Like, they know what's up. And yeah, it's just so interesting now. Like, the industry has really changed, and I feel like our parents and our grandparents, especially like I don't want to say especially mine, but a lot of the adults that I've been around, they don't understand that shit. But yeah, like, shit's changing, and I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and reading a lot of books as well, and they're just like, jump on that shit, I'm trying to get my piece, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I do want to spread a message, I do want to help people, but at the end of the day, like, I also want to live comfortably. And it's not even like, oh, I just want to start a business and, fuck around for a little bit. Like, no, like, I started this business to make fucking money and to help people. And I'm not gonna fuck around with that shit. Like, I work way too hard to let that shit go to waste. So yeah, that's kind of where I am right now. I realize also that when you also start your business, you need to have that support team. So that's something that I've been working on recently as well. Getting that support team, which is hard because like making friends as an adult is so freaking hard. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to people. Like, where did they go? Like, the good people, because when you're in school, you make so many great friends, and then when you're like out in the world, the majority of people you have no interest in becoming friends with, or they're shitty, in my experience at least. And I'm just like, I appreciate, the interaction, because sometimes, like, you're having a conversation with somebody, but in the back of your head, you're just like, I'm never going to talk to this person ever again. And then there's other people that you encounter where you're just like, where the fuck did you come from? Like, who raised you? Especially when I used to work in customer service, I was really just like, wow, like, you're really just out here being a jackass. Wow. And like, you're still alive. Because like, you're grown, like, you're middle-aged, and it's been working for you, obviously, if you lived this long. So, let me stop. Yeah, making friends is really hard. I mean, I do have a few acquaintances. I've been trying to become friends with people who have like a similar mindset and are trying to do something similar to me, which has been kind of hard because, I don't know, you meet people who have businesses and, you meet people who are like in marketing and shit like that. And they're cool at first, but then your intuition is telling you like they don't have the right intentions. And I keep that in the back of my head, and they say some shit or they do some shit that's shady. And I'm just like, oh, see, okay, yeah, okay. I see what you're trying to do here. So that's been kind of hard. So that's been a thing. I mean, I do have like 2 friends that I can say are like my close friends where I feel like they're going to be here for the long run. And I appreciate that, because, hold on for a second. My bad. But I'm back. Yeah, like, I think that I have 2 friends where, in my opinion, I think they're gonna be here for a while. Like, they've been really supportive. One of them, like, I've known since 16, 17. And yeah, like, she's freaking awesome. Even though we're going on 2 different paths in life, for the most part, like, there's always been that understanding where I'm just like, you know what? Like, even though I personally wouldn't go that route, I get it and I respect it. And I feel like it's mutual. And, I appreciate that shit. Like, that's honestly all that I want when it comes to a support team. You don't have to agree with everything that I do, and I don't have to agree with everything that you do, but as long as we understand why they did something and we respect that, that's all that freaking matters. So, yeah, like, finding your tribe, finding your little inner circle that's going to support you in your journey, especially growing as a business, it's great to have that support. Because there's going to be times, especially like at the beginning, which is where I am, where there's going to be a lot of failure, a lot of setbacks. And you kind of need somebody to kind of cheer you on, in a sense. And for so long I always thought, well, I can cheer myself on, like, I'm fine with, like, by myself, like, I don't need anybody. And I'm starting to realize at this point in my life, especially recently, like, I need people. So, that's something that I'm trying to work on. Also, balancing time with myself and time with others. Kind of like me actually spending time taking care and connecting to myself, and also connecting with others. I need to find that balance, because in the past, it's either been one or the other. I've either, like, been all in with my social life, and that I never took time to actually figure out what's going on with me, or I've been a complete hermit. So I think I'm just gonna need to find that middle, and from there, like, hopefully I'll have that support team. Before your life, you sign these contracts with people, so I mean, maybe I'm not going to have everybody in my support team right away. Maybe they're going to come in different parts of my life, but hopefully, starting, there's just some people, some people to at least be like, all right, Brie, like, you're not fucking crazy. Like, you're doing something right. At least. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people go through that, you know, at the beginning of their adulthood, that feeling of, wow, like, am I fucking crazy, or are like other people experiencing this shit? Like, that's where I am right now. Yeah. Oh, by the way, today's the first day of Scorpio season, and we have Mercury retrograde starting soon. Like, time for some spiritual exfoliation. Yeah, that's completely unrelated from what I'm talking about. Which is why I kind of have a script for my videos, because like if I just go right out of my head, like I have so many thoughts going in and out of my head. There's no like direct track. It's kind of just like, oh, there's this, there's this, there's this. Okay, focus. What else have I been doing? Oh, animes. So in terms of animes that I've been watching, what was the last one? So right now, I think I'm going to stop it though. I've been watching Black Clover, which is okay. It's in the shonen genre, which is usually what I lean towards. And it's similar to Fairy Tail, if you ever watched that. And it's cool. I mean, I'm like in the 30s with the episodes, I think, at this point. And yeah, it's starting to get old. It's one of those things where, you know, you gotta face the bad guy is super strong, but you know, with the power of friendship, you will prevail. It's one of those types of animes, which is cool for like the first 2 or 3 battles, and you know, each battle is like 7 episodes to actually get something done. And you know, as a team, they all defeat the bad guy, and they're like, yes. And like, that shit gets old. Like, can a major character die or something? You know, can something happen? Like, gosh. But you know, it's shonen, you know, it's geared towards kids. They can't have anything too crazy happening or they'll traumatize them. But then at the same time, like, some animes, I'm like, this can't be geared towards kids. Like Vampire Knight, that wasn't really in the shonen drama. I think I forgot the word for that one. But yeah, if you ever watch Vampire Knight towards the end, I was just like, oh, what? I was so upset. I was just like, oh my god. Yeah, but before that, what else have I watched? It can't be Full Metal. Full Metal, I think I watched something, because I messed up with Full Metal. I started with Brotherhood, not knowing that there was one before it. Okay, I kind of knew there was one before it. I kind of accidentally on purpose messed up. But yeah, I'm not going to go back now. I already finished Brotherhood. So, what was it? I think it was Mayonaka no Occult, and I think I said that wrong, but I think it's something like that with the name. That one was cool. And then The Rising of a Shield Hero. If you like Attack on Titan, watch The Rising of a Shield Hero. Oh my god. I think that's actually my favorite anime so far. Yeah, like it has to be. Like, it's good. It's really good. Like, really good. It kind of reminds me of Sword Art Online, but like better. Because a lot of people talk shit about Sword Art Online, and I get it. You know, I first watched Sword Art when I was in high school, so I was kind of young, and, you know, I was into that shit. I didn't watch the second season, though. Like, once I got past the first season, and then when I saw what the second season was about, I'm just like, no. I don't care. And I think they have Gun Gale Online. I think that's related. Like, no. The first season was enough, and that's it. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it for animes. I mean, I have a lot of people recommend different animes for me, and I get so many different recommendations that, like, I forget. And then, like, I screenshot it. But, you know, it's so hard for me to find screenshots because I screenshot so many things. Not like anything shady. It's just like people recommending different things to me. And like your recommendations get lost in the screenshots. Till one day I'm randomly looking through it and I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And then I forget again. Books. No. I mean, I'm reading the Emerald Tablets again, but I mean, I don't want to say it's not exciting, but like, I read it before, so it's not like, whoa, you know. I really need to like get on the whole reading thing, really. Because like I read, but I know some people who go through like a book a week, and I'm trying to be like that. So, I need to like discipline myself to read more. TV shows. I don't really watch TV like that, like TV shows, like the 45-minute ones. Like, I'm not about to watch a 45-minute show because they always end on a cliffhanger, and then I'm like, well, shit, now I gotta watch the next one, which is annoying because then like it's been 4 hours and it's 3 in the morning, and then I gotta get up in a few hours, and then I'm pissed. Like, wow, okay. It's not even the show's fault, it's me. I'm like, wow, like I really did this to myself, and I'm not trying to have that type of negativity in my life. So I just avoid TV shows. Yeah, but I did watch one. But it wasn't like too bad. It only had like 12 episodes or some shit like that, so it wasn't too long. And I did like mess myself up, but I finished it in a week. Anyways, the name of the show was Love Alarm. It was a Korean TV drama that was based off of the webtoon. If you don't know what webtoon is, if you're into comics, definitely download that app. It's pretty great for when you're bored and you just want to read a quick story. Webtoon is definitely something you should check out. It reminds me of like Tumblr back in late middle, early high school for me, where they just had little fan-made stories of shit. Like, that's webtoon for me. So like, picture those stories but with pictures. Anyways, Love Alarm. That one was pretty good. I'm not gonna give it away, but it's one of those cliche stories where a girl has to choose between two lovers, and you know, one's super popular and attractive, the other one's like a poor guy, but he's still attractive too, but he's like obviously not as attractive. So one of those, you already know what's gonna happen, but you know, it's cute. It's like one of those like romantic stories, and I fuck with shit like that. Like, I like romance. Like, I fuck with the shits. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that's been going on in my life. As you can see, like, it's not too exciting, which is why I never vlog, because I don't really do shit like that. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys have a great day. Follow me on Instagram if you don't for some reason. It's blossomwithbrie_. Make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and comment below, because I haven't talked to you guys in a minute, which is weird. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, subscribe to my channel if you don't, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.